Hey guys, welcome back to the channel DMO Fishing. Today we're getting ready to go out another bass fishing trip tomorrow morning, and this time I want to do things differently. One of the reasons why anglers don't grow as anglers is that they stick to the same bait all the time, and it seems like I'm falling into that pattern. So tomorrow we're gonna be fishing 4 different baits that a lot of people swear they catch fish on, and they actually do, but for some reason, for whatever reason, I don't have any luck with them. Okay guys, so we're getting ready to go on a fishing trip tomorrow morning. We're going for bass this time, and I got 4 lures. I think some of them are categories, but it's in the general vicinity. It's either one lure or a specific category of lures that a lot of people swear they catch fish on, but for some reason, for whatever reason, I don't have many luck on them. Some of them I throw very little, some of them I never actually use, but tomorrow we're gonna be using only those on confidence lures and try to catch some fish with them. So the first lure we're gonna be talking about is one that most people swear by, and they say catch fish all around. I see a lot of videos of people catching fish. This one I actually throw a lot, and I got a bunch of them, and I'm talking about the chatterbait. So chatterbait, guys, I mean, has won professional tournaments. A lot of people fish with them, they catch fish with them, but for some reason I don't have a lot of luck. I think I caught 2 fish my entire life on the chatterbait, and I want to change that. So that's going to be the first bait that we're going to tie. Again, we're going to have 4 different setups with 4 different lures, and we're going to see what happens. So chatterbait is going to be the first one. Now the second one, guys, I don't throw a lot, and I think it's because in my mind the body of water that I fish around here, it doesn't have the right conditions. But I've seen a lot of videos lately of people catching fish using this type of bait, and it doesn't have to be a specific type of water. They just use it in the shallow areas, and they are very successful with them, and they catch big fish using this bait. I'm talking about the frogs, guys. I got a ton of different frogs. I have used them before, but I never actually caught a fish on any frog, believe it or not. So we're gonna be throwing some frogs, top water early in the morning, and see what happens then. I really want to catch my first frog fish. It just seems to me that it's one of those baits that you don't get a lot of bites, but when you do, it's gonna be a giant blow up, and it's probably gonna be a toad. So we're definitely gonna put that on. That's gonna be our second setup. Now our third setup, guys, is gonna be surprising for most of you, but it's gonna be a jig, either a swim jig, a flipping jig. I got a bunch of different jigs, so I'm gonna take a whole tackle box full of jigs and see what happens. I actually never caught a fish on a jig as well, and I think the only reason why is because I didn't use it that much. I just haven't got around to using that much, and I'm getting comfortable using, you know, the wacky rig, the net rigs, the drop shot, all my confidence baits. So today we're gonna be using a jig for sure. We're gonna flip it in the shallows and hopefully catch a toad with them. I just don't have any confidence on it, but we'll see what happens. And last but not least, guys, my nemesis, the one I never caught a fish with. I own a bunch of them. They're pricey, and I don't know, I just don't seem to make myself throw him long enough before I quit, because I'm not getting any bites. And I'm talking about a big swim jig. I'm talking about the Mac Draft, the Cold Shad, and I got a bunch of other ones that a lot of people be catching fish with them. I mean, I see them all the time on videos, and I don't have any luck with them. So today we're gonna tie one of those big swim baits, and hopefully that is gonna give us a giant and probably a PV. That's the hope here. So those are my 4 baits or type of baits that I have zero, I'm talking about zero confidence on. My mind is gonna be open to catching fish, but even with all these lures, I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull it off. But regardless, guys, we're gonna learn a lot, because we're gonna be fishing all these lures that we usually don't fish or never fished before. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Here is what we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with a swim jig. That looks pretty freaking good. I don't know like why I don't use these baits more often, honestly. I just have zero confidence on them. And this actual swim jig I never really used before, to be honest with you, to be dead honest with you, but we're gonna find out. See, that looks like a good cast right there. Right there. That's a fish, guys. Yes. First fish on the swim jig ever. Oh. Hey, you know what? I deserve that. Why? Because you never celebrate before the last minute. The finals are played all the way to the end. Man, I did not set the hook right on that fish. That was a weird bite. I never felt that before, but ooh, my heart's pumping. That was such a weird bite. He went for the jig though, and that was not a bad fish per se. Really wasn't, but the fish was really shallow. Okay, so I would have loved to catch that fish, but it didn't happen. Okay, but at least we know we can get bites on the swim jig, which most people know. And that's the thing though, that's like the thing, like, you know, you can catch bites so many different ways, right? And sometimes you just get frustrated and keep doing the same thing over and over and over, even if it's not working. So now we can add this freaking swim jig to our arsenal. Oh, I felt like a bite as well, but it probably wasn't. And the swim jig is so versatile too. I know you can swim it, obviously, like bring it back to you on a constant speed. That's an option. That's always an option, but I like to bump it in the bottom. So it really sucks that we only have one. And the reason I lost that fish was probably 100% my fault. I did not set the hook right on that fish. Just the bite was so weird. I didn't even think I had a fish on. But we did, so here we are. That's not a fish. So that wasn't a fish now. That was something on there. See, that fish was super shallow. It was super shallow. And the thing is that all these little areas that before I've been a little hesitant. See, there's fish over there. See fish in that corner. All these little corners that I always been hesitant before because all the sticks. No way. Are you kidding me? Stay on, buddy. Stay on. Stay on. Come here. Okay, I'm gonna boat flip here. Oh Lord. I think we're gonna pass from. Look at that. Look at the swim jig in there. Got him good. I think this bait is gonna, in record time, pass from being one of my baits that I never throw, that I have zero confidence on, to be one of my favorite. 2 bites in like 5 minutes here. Wow. Nice. Nice. Oh man. So exciting. Look at that. That's it right there, guys. That's the bait. And that's our first fish. Really nice fish, actually. Probably, I'll say 1.5 pounds, probably 2 pounds. A little chubby. Nice little fish there. All right, let's keep fishing. Thank you, buddy. My first fish on the swim jig. And there he goes. So we're throwing the mag drag right now because there's a big drop off here, and the mag drag is known for pulling those fish. I'm using the white with a little bit of smoke back color and it casts a mile too. I like that. So you have to fish it, I think, for my experience so far, which is not much. You have to fish it just fast enough that the tail starts kicking. Hook came off right there. Oh, we lost an eye already. We lost an eye. To be fair, I had this bait out of the package for a good little bit. See, I have zero confidence that we're gonna get a bite on this thing today, and I hope I'm completely wrong. I mean, the thing looks great in the water. I mean, it looks amazing in the water, but it's just I have no confidence on it. Like zero, absolutely zero confidence on it. I don't think this would be a good spot though. I don't think so. Look at that. Fish right in front of us, feeding. So that's a nice fish. Oh yes, that's a nice one. That's the second fish on this freaking swim jig. Oh, that's a nice fish. Let's go. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Oh man. Okay, problem here is the rod. This is not the right rod for this jig. That's the second one I lose, and that's the learning curve right there, guys. So I was telling you about, I got the wrong rod for this jig here. All right, look what the fish did to the bait. Pull it down, so this one's done. It's a rage crawl. I'm gonna pull another one out and kind of calm down a little bit after that fish. Honestly, decided to break our hearts there. So pull another one of these. Alright, so I'm gonna take this top part off, and that seems to fit perfectly. Right there. There we go. Jesus. Alright. I'm gonna keep fishing, guys. That's all we can do. Wow. All right, guys, we got one on the chatterbait. Of course, the camera was not rolling, but that thing came out of nowhere and hit it. Got one on the chatterbait, and we were not recording. Pretty upsetting day today, but here we go, chatterbait, and we're gonna release this fish here. I can't believe I was not recording for that. I literally saw that fish come out of nowhere and hit it. There he goes. Alright, that means that doesn't count. If it's not on record, it doesn't count. But I think I figured something out. I saw a follower. I just saw a fish following this bait. Chatterbait fish. Sit down. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there, guys. That's on the chatterbait. Technically the second fish on the chatterbait, but the first one that we actually record. Not a bad fish at all. Not a bad fish. So he does catch fish, guys. I'm a believer now. There we go. That's what we got it on. Chatterbait. Not a giant. Probably like a pound and a half. Look how sharp his teeth are. Very, very sharp teeth. All right. All right, so we're off the water, and thoughts about today. We had a lot of opportunities. We missed a lot of fish. That's part of the learning curve when you're using baits that you're not familiar with. But I'm really positive about the jigs and the chatterbait. They actually work really good. I think if I had a better rod specific for jigs, I think we should have landed that big fish that we lost. That one hurt a lot. But it's part of the game, guys. When you throw new baits, you're gonna learn a bunch of stuff. So I feel like today it was the win because I learned so much. But I wish I could have landed that big fish. Anyways, guys, if you guys know a really good spot around Georgia that you can catch bass on a frog, please let me know, because I really want to catch a bass on a frog. I tried today, definitely didn't happen. I didn't even get no boils, no blowouts, nothing. So with that said, if you made it this far in the video, guys, I appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe and hype this video if you like it. And I see you guys in the next video. Peace.